The night was already buzzing with excitement inside the studio of The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, but no one expected what happened next. As the cameras rolled and Stephen Colbert stepped into his opening monologue, preparing to deliver another sharp, perfectly timed bit of late-night humor, the audience suddenly erupted into confusion, shock, and laughter. Because walking straight onto the stage, calm, confident, and playfully oblivious, was none other than Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex himself, appearing as if he had wandered off a movie set and into live television by accident. Except it wasn't an accident at all. The moment felt surreal, almost cinematic. Stephen Colbert, eyes widening behind his glasses, blinked at the unexpected royal intrusion as Prince Harry strolled toward him with a grin that said he knew exactly what he was doing. And then came the line that turned the whole audience inside out. "I'm walking down the street. Prince Henry Charles Albert David of Wales, Sussex. What are you doing here?" Stephen muttered in mock shock. But Harry didn't miss a beat, responding with the kind of comedic timing most actors spend years trying to master. For nearly 5 full minutes, the Duke delivered joke after joke, shifting effortlessly between self-deprecation, mock seriousness, and playful charm. And here's the twist that no one saw coming. Prince Harry wasn't just interrupting the monologue for a chat or a surprise cameo. No, he walked onto that stage because he was mistakenly convinced he was there to audition for a Hallmark Christmas movie. The crowd roared, Twitter exploded, and the internet instantly crowned Harry the unexpected star of holiday rom-com chaos. With the confidence of a man who has survived tabloids, royal drama, and years under the harshest spotlight on Earth, Prince Harry leaned towards Stephen Colbert and asked the question that set the tone for the entire bit. "Listen, what's a real prince gotta do to get into a Hallmark movie these days?" The audience howled as Stephen pretended to ponder the dilemma. "This is show business," he replied dramatically. "It's all about who you know, but do you have a personal connection to any famous TV actresses?" The camera zoomed in for comedic effect. Harry paused, his eyebrows lifting, his smirk widening. "I might," he said. I might know one." That one line sent the crowd into a frenzy because it was the clever, tongue-in-cheek reference everyone was waiting for. Of course, he was talking about Meghan Markle, the woman who famously starred in the hit series Suits before becoming the Duchess of Sussex. It was a rare moment where Harry himself leaned into the playful Hollywood meets royalty narrative and fans couldn't get enough. The humor didn't stop there. At one point, Stephen Colbert tried to stay in character, asking Harry what he would want if he were treated like a king for a day. Without hesitating, Harry fired back, "Beg for me, probably." Stephen, feigning confusion and scandal, asked, "You'd want me to do what?" And Harry, fully committed to the bit, repeated, "Beg." The audience roared with laughter, and Stephen stumbled backward in exaggerated shock. It was absurd, it was bold, it was wildly unexpected, and it was exactly the kind of unfiltered personality fans love seeing from Harry, when he lets go of the weight of public expectations. But here's where the story gets even more charming. After finishing the monologue crash and a string of jokes that would make even seasoned comedians jealous, Prince Harry didn't just walk off stage and call it a night. Instead, he teamed up with Stephen Colbert to shoot a TikTok backstage. And not just any TikTok, they recreated a moment from the beloved baking competition show The Great British Bake Off. The clip featured the two men lip-syncing a dramatic moment, complete with the iconic bake, beg, bake exchange that fans instantly recognized. The TikTok spread like wildfire. People across social media platforms were stunned by how natural Harry was in front of the camera. Not the polished, formal royal image the world once knew, but a loose, unfiltered, entirely goofy version of himself. One fan wrote, "Not a flawless lip sync coming from Prince Harry, and why is he so good at that?" Others joked that maybe he really should audition for a Hallmark role because he was clearly ready. And the sweetest part? Meghan Markle herself reposted the TikTok on her own social accounts. Fans took it as a sign of her support and delight, especially knowing her history as an actress and her connection to the world of scripted entertainment. Seeing her amplify the video made the whole moment feel even more like a family-approved Hollywood meets royalty crossover event. The truth behind Harry's appearance was eventually revealed. According to insiders from CBS and production members of The Late Show, the Duke has what they called an open invitation from Stephen Colbert. Anytime Harry is in New York, he is welcome to stop by the studio and say hello. And that's exactly what happened. Harry had been in town, decided to swing by, and rather than keeping the visit low-key, he chose to walk straight into the monologue taping, completely unannounced to the audience, to spark a moment of pure, chaotic joy. People who witnessed it said the energy in the room shifted the second he walked out. There was a shockwave of laughter and disbelief. Even longtime audience members who have seen dozens of celebrity drop-ins said this one felt different. Maybe it was because Harry is not just any celebrity, he is a global figure, a man who's lived a life so extraordinary that even a small spontaneous decision becomes international news. Or maybe it was because he leaned into humor in a way the world rarely gets to see from members of royal families. The incident also added a new layer to Harry's evolving public image. For years, his appearances on TV were tied to interviews about serious subjects, royal tension, family struggles, his experiences with the British media. But this moment was refreshing, a reminder of the funny, bold, mischievous side the public once saw during his early years. To many fans, it felt like Harry reclaiming a part of himself, stepping into a new chapter where he can mix advocacy with personality, seriousness with silliness. His choice to joke about a Hallmark Christmas movie audition wasn't just comedy, it reflected the subtle shift of his life from royal formality toward a more Hollywood-adjacent existence in California, especially with Meghan Markle pursuing entertainment ventures again. The bit was a clever wink to the public, acknowledging the crossover between his world and hers, between real royalty and scripted romance. The reactions online painted the picture clearly. On TikTok, the video rapidly climbed into trending territory. On X, formerly Twitter, people debated whether Harry was genuinely testing his acting chops or simply having fun. On Instagram, fan pages dedicated to the Duke and Duchess compiled clips from the monologue interruption and called it his Hollywood-era soft launch. Even media outlets across Los Angeles, London, and New York picked up the story within minutes, many praising his comedic timing and natural charm. Entertainment writers noted how comfortable he seemed beside Stephen Colbert, hinting that this wasn't just a random moment, but a sign that Harry may lean more into entertainment-based appearances in the future. For Hallmark, the whole thing became unexpected free publicity. Viewers joked that if Prince Harry ever did want a role in one of their famously cozy Christmas films, they would cast him in a heartbeat. Some fans even pitched storylines online. Harry as a small-town baker, Harry as a royal living undercover, Harry as a Christmas tree farm owner who falls in love with a local journalist. The memes were endless, and the enthusiasm was genuine. What captivated people most was how at ease Harry appeared during the entire bit. There was no hesitation in his jokes, no stiffness in his delivery. He teased, he bantered, he improvised. He looked like a man having fun again. And viewers around the world responded to that authenticity. It reminded them of why they liked him long before the controversy, long before the headlines turned sharp. It brought back the playful prince the world fell for. The backdrop of the Late Show setting added another layer of magic. The iconic Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City has hosted some of the most legendary performances and surprise moments in television history. Seeing a royal step into that lineage, casually, jokingly, unpredictably, felt like a slice of modern pop culture history. One of the most serious institutions in the world collided with one of the funniest stages on television, and the result was a moment that people will replay for years. Even the staff backstage felt the impact. Crew members shared online that Harry was gracious, lighthearted, and excited to collaborate on the Great British Bake Off TikTok. They said he laughed at himself, practiced the lip sync earnestly, and wanted the clip to feel as authentic as possible. For someone who has lived under such intense scrutiny for years, it was refreshing for fans to hear he was relaxed and joyful. And of course, fans loved the added layer of seeing Meghan Markle cheering him on from behind the scenes. Her repost signaled pride, humor, and support, a glimpse into their private dynamic in a way the public rarely gets to see. It showed that they can laugh together, amplify each other, and embrace these lighthearted moments despite everything they've faced. In the end, the moment wasn't just about a prince interrupting a monologue, it was about transformation. It was about healing. It was about showing the world a different side of a man they've watched grow from a young mischievous royal into a global figure, reshaping his own destiny. Prince Harry walked onto that stage in New York looking like someone who finally feels free to play again. Maybe he won't star in a Hallmark Christmas movie, but for one unforgettable night on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, he gave the world the performance they didn't know they needed. Fun, spontaneous, self-aware, and full of heart. And sometimes those are the moments that resonate the most.